Today, 5th May, well, had your NEET examination. The question paper was fairly moderate, okay, to easy. Okay, I already said you if you do your PYQ, you'll get repetitive questions out here, and that's exactly the same thing that happened. The purpose of this lecture is not to show you the detailed solution. The purpose of this lecture is to show you how I attempted the paper or how the paper should be approached, kind of thing. Okay, so your entire paper is of 720 marks, out of which 180 marks is of physics. And physics itself has 50 questions that is divided into two sections. Section A, Section B. Section A has 35 questions, Section B has 15 questions. All the questions of Section A are compulsory, and in Section B, out of 15 questions, you have to select 10 questions. Okay, so the main motive out here was, if I don't know a question or if I get stuck during a question, what do? I just cancel it for second round and come back later. Okay, this is the approach you must learn. For set A, okay, or for the entire question, as soon as you get the question paper, okay, do not start solving immediately. First 1 to 2 minutes, go through all the question. Okay, all the question, so you get a basic idea of the nature of difficulty of the question, and you know what are the cutoff, means what is the expected cutoff and what are the parameters of cutoff. Okay, so first 1 to 2 minutes, and then start solving the question. Okay, the major parameters, so you have only very limited space for effort. Okay, and the questions are simple, straightforward in nature. If you get stuck in a specific question, don't waste time over a specific question. That means come back later. Waste time over any specific question. Okay, suppose you are getting stuck in a question. Okay, just mark it 2 or mark it 3. That means after solving the entire question paper, this is for second round. During the second round, I'll solve 2. And the third part is, see, physics is one of your subjects. Your paper is based on physics, chemistry, zoology, and botany. Okay, this consists of biology. Out here 50 questions, out here 50 questions, out here 100 questions, isn't it? Fair and fine. See, and you have around 3 hours. I'm not giving 20 minutes extra, just 3 hours. Okay, so as per logic, your each subject should be about 1 hour, but physics has a lot of calculation. Okay, so try to see, we are familiar with calculation, but try to give it little more than 1 hour. Okay, suppose 1 hour 10 minutes or 1 hour 20 minutes, 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so allot a little bit additional time for physics. Okay, during solving of the question paper, see, obviously you have to prepare much more for biology, followed by chemistry or followed by physics, whichever is your favorite subject. But during solving of the paper, because physics has a lot of calculation, or the paper is very calculative in nature, allot it a little bit higher time. Okay, okay. In an ideal transformer, the turn ratio is NP by NS, is 1:2. That means in this question, the ratio of primary windings to the secondary windings is given as 1:2. That means NP by NS should be equals to VP by VS, should be equals to IS by IP. A current in secondary by current in primary. Only the current gets reversed. No, the question is asking VS to VP. So VS to VP. So VS by VP is nothing but 2:1. So this guy did the correct answer. This question, a tightly wound 100 tons coil of radius 10 centimeter carries a current 7 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the coil. So magnetic field due to current at the center of the coil is nothing but N mu naught I by 2R. Okay, out here N is equals to 100. Mu naught is equals to how much? Mu naught is equals to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. I is given as how much? 7 ampere. So 7 divided by 2r. So 2 into r. R is given as 10 centimeter. We have to convert that centimeter into meter, 0.1. Now let's calculate this. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. 100 into 10 to the power minus 7, 10 to the power minus 5, 10 to the power minus 5 divided by 0.1, 10 to the power minus 6. So into 10 to the power minus 6. So 7 into 2, 14 pi into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, what is 14 pi into 10 to the power minus 6? So it will be micro Tesla, okay, but what is 14 pi? 14 into 3.14. Okay, I'll just approximate the value. 4 ones are 4, 14 into 4 3s are 12, 1 3 ones are 3, 4, 4 3 4. Okay, 43.4 into 10 to the power 43.4 into 10 to the power minus 6 Tesla, or 43.4. The nearest option is option number B, or option number, sorry, 4. Okay, this question is from the chapter of magnetism, where omega is equals to under root of mb by I. Therefore frequency is equals to 2 pi by omega, or is equals to 2 pi. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake out here. Frequency is equals to omega by 2 pi, or 2 pi by omega. Omega by 2 pi, or is equals to 1 by 2 pi. And what is the value of omega for a dipole kept inside magnetic field? mb by I. Now the frequency out here is given as 20 oscillation in 5 seconds. So 20 oscillation in 5 seconds. So in 1 second, how many oscillations are there? 20 divided by 5, which equals to 4 oscillation. So the frequency out here is 4 oscillation per second, which can be written as 4 hertz. So if I 4 is equals to 1 by 2 pi into under root of, what is the value of m? The value of m is what? Magnetic moment is given as x into 10 to the power minus 5. X into 10 to the power minus 5 into b, 0.049. That can be written as 49 by 1000 divided by I. I is how much? 9.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. 9.8 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, let's read this 9.8 as 98 divided by 10, or 98 into 10. Okay, now 10 to the power minus 5 and 10 to the power minus 6 is nothing but 10. 10, 100. 100 divided by 1000 is nothing but 10. So we'll get 1 by 10 under root of 1 by 10. Okay, okay, 49 twos are into 2. Out here x is there, and is anything else remaining out here? No. Into 1 by 2 pi is equals to 4. Squaring both left hand side and right hand side, will get 16 is equals to 1 by 4 pi x by 20. 24 is 80. So x is equals to 16 into 4 pi into 20 is equals to x, or 18 to 16 is nothing but 18 to 16. 4 8 1 8 9 10 112 1280. So pi square, it should be pi square, 4 pi square. Okay, so pi square. So x is equals to 1280 pi square. Option number 3. Okay, 1280 pi square. This question is from properties of fluid. Okay, where surface tension, force due to surface tension is equals to sigma into L, where L is given as 2 pi r. Okay, the radius is given as 4.5 centimeters. So r is equals to 45, or 4.5 divided by 100. Okay, sigma is given as 0.07. So the force is equals to 0.07 into 2 pi into 4.5, or 45 divided by 1000. Okay, this can be written as 7 divided by 100. Fair and fine. Since there are a lot of variables that can be cancelled by 7, I'll write pi as 22 by 7. 22 by 7. Now this 7 gets cancelled. So 45 into 2 is nothing but 90. 45 2 is 90. Okay, and this one of the thing will get cancelled. So our remaining values are 22 into 9 divided by 1000 into 10, or 10 to the power 4. 22 into 9 is nothing but 22 divided by 9. 9 2 is 18, 9 2 is 18, 19, 198. or is equals to 198 divided by 10 to the power 4 Newton. 198 divided by 10 to the power 4 Newton. The nearest value is 19.8 millinewton. Okay. This is a simple concept of rotational motion. In rotational motion, what happens? V is equals to omega r, and the instantaneous center or instantaneous axis of rotation is nothing but the point of contact. So out here velocity should be equals to 0. Out here velocity should be equals to 2v, and the center will have a velocity v. So point P moves faster than point Q. Yes, obviously. Both points and P and Q moves with equal speed. No. Point P has zero speed. No. Point Q has zero speed. Point P has 2v velocity speed. Point P moves slower than point Q. No. I don't know why I have done wrong. Okay. Okay. So this is from the chapter of SHM, simple harmonic motion. This out here is directly the amplitude. 5 out here is directly the amplitude. Now the question is given in meters. Okay. So 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter one be, it would be 5 meter, could be. I need to find out the time period. Okay, time period of the motion. So the formula for time period is nothing but 2 pi by omega. Out here omega is nothing but pi. See, so omega is pi, so time period is 2 seconds. So option number 1 is correct. This question is from the chapter of circular motion. Okay, out here t omega, t is equals to m omega square r. This is the formula you must use. So new tension would be the angular velocity is doubled. Out here I'm not taking the factor of unit. See, RPM is given. If precise calculation was asked, I must find this, or I must convert this RPM into radians per second. But out here, since we are comparing it, okay, I can directly use this value. Okay, so T new divided by T is nothing but, or T divided by T new is nothing but 1 by 4. Okay, or T new is equals to 4 times T. Our correct option would be option number A. I don't know why has done 4. This is a simple concept of current electricity. A wire of length L and resistance 100 ohm is divided into 10 equal parts. Okay, so each part will have resistance 10 ohm. The first 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 10 plus 10. The resistance of this part is 15 ohm. And the second 5 part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is nothing but 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 is nothing but 5 by 10. If we invert 5 by 10, it would become 2 ohm. And this part, now this series and this one is connected in series, so it would be 50 plus 2 ohm, nothing but 52 ohm. It has done it correctly. This question is from semiconductors. Okay, the primary intuition for this kind of question is to construct the truth table from the option. Okay, so option A, okay, A dash plus A dot B. So I need to find A dash. A dash is nothing but 1 1 0 0. Okay, and A dot B. Acha, A dash, I need to find out B dash also. B dash, B dash is nothing but 1 0 1 0. Okay, and A dash plus B dash, and I need to find A dot B dash. So A dot B dash is nothing but 1 0 0 0, and A dash plus, so out here A dash plus A dot B dash would be nothing but A dash plus A, but I need to add this and this one, so this one becomes 1 uh, 1 0 0. Is the answer matching? No. So option number 1 is not. Option number B, let's find out B. 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, these are matching, so this could be. Okay, and no, sorry, this could be. Okay, option number B, C, B, does it match? No, these and these are separate, so option number C cannot be done. Option number D, I don't know why I has done option number D. Let's check it. Okay, so for this kind of question, one more important thing that I must say is, even if you find the correct option, okay, go through all the options, because the probability of making errors are so high in truth tables, these kind of problems, that go through all the options, okay, and eliminate them instead of finding out the correct option in the first go. Okay, so a dot b is nothing but a dot b, a dot is 0 0 0 1, a plus a dot b, or a dot b plus a dash is nothing but acha 1 1 0 1. So this line and this y are not same, no? So option number 4 won't be there. Option number 4 is incorrect. Correct option is option number B. Okay, classic question from units and dimension. So stress is Newton per meter square, angle is radians, okay, or dimensionless. So one cannot be strain and arc. I'm confused about what the arc means. Arc probably means the, okay, I don't know about this one. Could it be or could not be? I'm confused about angular speed and stress. Angular speed is 1 by second. Stress, I don't know how he has done this. Strain and angle. Strain is dimensionless, angle is dimensionless. Okay, option number 4. A straightforward question from electrostatic. Okay, the potential difference between surface of the cell and the center of the shell is 0, because electric field inside shell is equals to 0. Now this question is from the chapter of magnetism. Okay, most of you haven't done magnetism very properly, and okay, but how can I guess, or how can I do some tukkabaji out here? Okay, I do know that ferromagnetism is the strongest, okay, magnet. So out here magnetic susceptibility would be much greater than 1. So B is linked to option number 3. Fair and fine. In which of these four options is B linked to 3? Option number C, option number 3, and option number 4. So 1 and 2 automatically gets cancelled. Now diamagnetic, paramagnetic. Paramagnetic is with weak magnet, no? So it would be option number 4, and C would be option number 4. Fair and fine. Diamagnetic is opposite of magnet, so it would be option number 2. A is 2 and B is 3. Okay, D is non-magnetic, so it should be 0. This question is from atoms and nuclei. Okay, I have no idea about the wavelength. Okay, but in this question I can observe that all the electrons are jumping to orbit 2. Okay, and E is equals to hc by lambda. I know about that much. So maximum energy will be in option number D. So maximum energy means minimum wavelength. So which has the least wavelength? 410. So D is linked to option number 1. Let's check the option. D1, okay, D2, D4, D3. Option number A. Okay, and C will be second. So C would be 2. The third option would be, the lowest would be A, 3 to 2. So A would have the highest lambda. Highest is 62. A is equals to 3. So option number. Even this question is from atoms and nuclei. Okay, atoms are electrically neutral as they contain equal number of positive and negative charges. Obviously, number of protons is equal to number of electrons. Atoms of each element are stable and emit their characteristic spectrum. Yeah, both are correct. Okay, I don't know why he has done this. Statement 1, no, 2 is not incorrect. Both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Acha, this I have done a little bit wrong. Option, not option number C. This is the kind of silly mistakes that I am telling you to avoid in your classes. Option number 4. 1 is correct, 2 are correct. This question is from wave optics, okay, Brewster angle. I do know that one of the wave will be completely polarized. Okay, so let me eliminate the option. The reflected light could be, okay, both the reflected will be complete, could be, the reflected light would be completely polarized, but the refracted light will be partially polarized. Could be, okay, the reflected light will be partially polarized. Could be, but I'm not sure about that. So this option is eliminated. Okay. In Brewster angles, what happens? Both the reflected light and the refracted light will be completely polarized. So option number uh, B, okay, is correct. Okay. But since I'm thinking from the perspective of students, you know. So since I'm little bit confused out here, what I'll do is I'll mark R out here. R means Although the answer is done, okay, it is review. Review means after completing all the questions, if I have attempted sufficient number of questions in the paper, then I'll do this guesswork, otherwise I'll leave it. Okay, this question is from atoms and nuclei. Okay, E and 1 by lambda square is given. The best equation I can remember is E is equals to hc by lambda. So I cannot figure out right now. So what I'll do is I'll put 2 out here. 2 means after completing all the questions, okay, at round 2, I'll again attempt or I'll again see this paper and try to solve this one. Okay, I'm not wasting my time on this question right now. That is the meaning of 2. This is the concept of circular motion, a particle moving with uniform speed in a circular path. See, both velocity and accelerations are vector quantity, and both the velocity vector and the acceleration vector changes in circular motion. So varying velocity and varying acceleration. If out here in the option speed was given, then you could write that one. But in circular motion, both the velocity vector and the acceleration vector changes its direction, and the magnitude of velocity vector and acceleration vector remains same. Okay, the magnitude remains same, the vector itself changes direction, both of them. This question is from photoelectric effect. Okay, energy is equals to hc by lambda or h mu. Okay, correct. Okay, the velocity of the photon is c, could be correct. Yeah, is correct only. The momentum of the photon is, I know, energy by speed. Okay, is correct. In photoelectric collision, both the total energy and total momentum are conserved. Okay, could be, I don't know. Okay, see, total momentum is always conserved. The total energy will be conserved if no radiations take place. Okay, and E, the photons possesses positive charge, is obviously incorrect. Photons are nothing but light particles. Okay, so option number E, which is option number E. Option 3 cannot be there. Okay, A, B, C. A, B, C must be there. So this option can be there. A, B, C. B is not there, no. D is not there. This option is not there. A and B only. Even C is correct. Okay, so option number 1 is the correct option. This question is from nuclear physics. In normal chemistry, what do? You just balance out the number of atoms on left hand side and right hand side, no? Out here you just balance the number of or mass number and atomic number on the left hand side and right hand side, on the reactant side and on the product side. So alpha is nothing but helium nuclei or port 2. Okay, if I subtract, so it would be 286 and 80. What I'm doing out here is 286 plus 4 is equals to 290, and 80 plus 2 is equals to 82. Similarly, electron is E plus is nothing but 1 0. So 285, sorry, electron is 0 1. Electron doesn't have mass but has charge, so it would be 286 and 79. Beta is nothing but electron only. Okay, fancy term for electron. It would be 0 1 or 286 minus 1. Sorry, electron has minus 1 charges. Okay, it would be 286 80, and out here also 0 minus 1. It would be 286 and 81. 286 and 81. So 286 and 81, option number 3. 19. This is the classic case of Wheatstone bridge for capacitance. 2 by 2 is equals to 2 by 2, so the middle things get cancelled. Now 2 and 2 are in series, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, this becomes 1. This will also become 1, and 1 will get added in parallel, so 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. So option number 4. Terminal voltage means potential difference between this point and this point. Let's apply V is equals to IR. V is equals to IR. V is given as 10. I don't know. R is given as 4 plus 1 5. So 5. So from here I'll get I is equals to 2. So current in the circuit is 2 ampere. So out here how much potential drop? 2 volt. 2 into 1. Sorry, 2 volt. Okay. Out here 2 volt, and out in 4 ampere how much is drop? 4 into 2 8 volt. Okay. So the potential difference between this point is nothing but the potential difference between these 2 points, which is equals to 8 volt. 8 volt. 21. Question from YDAC. Okay. See, instead of using monochromatic light, they have used white light. That means made up of all colors. Okay, there will be central dark fringe. There is no dark fringe if the slits are at equal positions. Okay, there will be central bright fringe. Could be all bright fringe will be of equal width. I'm unsure about that, but most probably not. Interference pattern will disappear. No. Okay, but since I'm unsure about this question will be marked as R. Out here, simple problem from mechanics. Okay, what is the common acceleration? Common acceleration is equals to force 10 is equals to 5 into a, or a is equals to 2 meter per second square. Now this normal contact force is being asked, no, and this normal contact force is accelerating this 3 kg block. So normal contact force is equals to 3 into common acceleration 2, which is equals to this value, or 6 Newton. Question from thermodynamics. The work done in the process path BC. Okay, volume expansion positive work, volume contraction negative work, no change in volume, no work. So option number 4. The direct formula for this is nothing but expansion delta L is equals to AFL by AE, or A into Young's modulus AY. Okay, out here two values are given, 8 into 10 to the power 8. The Young's modulus is given as 2 into 10 to the power 11. And out here, instead of giving force and area separately, they have given this as 8 into 10 to the power 8. 8 into 10 to the power 8. Okay, so delta L is equals to 8 into 10 to the power 8 into length is given as 1 meter, divided by f by a is already given, divided by Young's modulus is 2 into 10 to the power 11. So 2 4 8, and it will be 10 to the power minus 3. So delta L will be 4 into 10 to the power minus 3, or 4 millimeter. Okay, now one more important thing that I am to discuss out here is Tukkawaji. See, suppose I forgot this formula. Okay, and I'm seeing these two dimensions out here. My answer should be in meter, or answer should be in length, no? Okay, so somehow these two dimension must get cancelled, and I must multiply it by length. So you can either do 8 divided by 2 or 2 divided by 8. Now see, 8 divided by 2 is there in the option, whereas 2 divided by 8 is not there in any one of the options. Okay, so although it is unethical and not recommended, you can sometimes use this kind of logic to create the formula itself by just seeing the units and dimension of the, by just seeing the units of the variables. Okay, this question is from logic gates. See, whenever there is a question from logic gates, always draw truth table or do Boolean algebra, whichever you are comfortable with. Okay, so out here A will be in both input, A dash will be of output. B will be of both input, B dash will be of output. So out here A dash plus B dash, out here it would be A dash plus B dash whole dash. So A dash plus B dash whole dash is nothing but A double dash into B double dash, which is equals to A dot B. A dot B is nothing but AND gate. Okay, or you can construct truth table out here, 0 0 0 1, whichever you're comfortable with. Both are equally correct. This is the question from collision. Okay, two particles A and B of equal mass v1. Okay, and the second particle is without any velocity. After collision, what happens? Both of the particle will move together. Why? Because inelastic, completely inelastic collision is mentioned. That means after completely inelastic collision, both the particles sticks together with v2. Compare the ratio of v1 is to v2. So you can always apply conservation of momentum. mv1 should be equals to 2m v2. m will get cancelled. v1 by v2 should be equals to 2 by 1, or v1 is to v2 is equals to 2 is to 1. Okay, 2 is to 1. This question is from semiconductors. Okay, for a solar cell, the IV characteristics lies in the fourth quadrant of a given graph. No, IV graph looks somewhat like this. No, out here it is the breakdown voltage, out here it is the knee voltage. Okay, so it is in the first and third quadrant. For a reverse bias PN junction, the current measured in mu is due to majority charge carriers. Forward bias is majority charge carriers, reverse bias is minority. That's why forward resistance is 0, reverse resistance is infinity. Okay, minority. So both the options are incorrect. Option number A is incorrect. Naha. Option number both A and B are incorrect. Okay, 28 option number. This is from electromagnetic induction. Okay, where it uses the concept of Lenz's law. So out here, current will be generated in this solenoid such that this will be this will be south pole, this would be north pole. This solenoid would oppose, and out here it would be, this would be south pole and north pole. Now let's apply right hand rule. In right hand rule, the current would be going out here anti-clockwise, and it would go out here, okay, anti-clockwise to D. So D to C, current is going from D to C, from in this A to B, or in the left hand scenario. Okay, the north pole should be towards left, so current is going clockwise, so current is going upward. Okay, so A to B, so A to B and D to C. A to B, not B to A to B, not B to A to B could be C to D, no, D to C. Okay, now this question is from electrostatics of electric dipole. Okay, dipole at axial point, potential at axial point is not, this two should not be there. Okay, P by E, and potential at equatorial point is obviously 0. Now let's apply this formula in part 1 and see what happens. V is equals to 1 by 4 epsilon naught is nothing but 9 into 10 to the power 9. P is given by 4 into 10 to the power minus 6, fair and fine, divided by r square. The value of r is nothing but 2, r square is nothing but 4, not 4 square, 4. Okay, 4 and 4 would get cancelled, is equals to 9 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it is correct. Option number A is correct. Option number B is wrong. Both A and B true. A is true, R is false. A is false, R is true. Both A and R are true. Option number B. See, this question is from work energy power. The value of instantaneous power. Power is given by the formula dot product of force and velocity. Okay, force is given as 5 Newton. Displacement is given as 2t minus 1. Velocity is nothing but dx by dt, which is equal to 2. So force is equal to 5, velocity is equal to 2. So correct answer is power is equal to 10. We seek concept of units and dimension. Okay, the vernier constant, that means least count of the device. Least count of vernier scale is nothing but 1 msd minus 1 vsd. Okay, out here 1 msd is given as 0.1 millimeter, and the question is asking in centimeter, so I'll convert this in 0.01 centimeter. Okay, both these readings are the same thing, I'm just converting them into centimeter. So 1 msd is nothing but 0.01 centimeter. Now out here, n plus 1 division of vernier scale coincides with n division of main scale, so I'll just apply unitary method. N plus 1 vsd, is equals to n msd. Okay, or 1 vsd, 1 vsd is equals to n by n plus 1 msd. Okay, or fair and fine. So 1 vsd is equals to n by n plus 1 msd, n by n plus 1 msd. And what is the value of msd? 0.01 centimeter, 0.01 centimeter. So 0.01 centimeter. So if I calculate least count of the device or vernier constant is equals to 0.01 into 1 minus n by n plus 1, which would be equals to 0, or 1 divided by 100, 1 divided by 100 into n plus 1 minus n divided by n plus 1. Okay, n and n would get cancelled, so it would be 1 divided by 100 into n plus 1 centimeter. Understood? Moment of inertia of a rod is equals to m r square by 12, that is passing through the center. I is given as 2400 gram per centimeter, mass is given as 400, r square by 12. Okay, so 2400 into 12, this would get cancelled. 4 5 is 4, 6 is 24. Okay, so r square would be 12 into 6, which is equals to 72, or r is equals to under root of 72. Under root of 72, no? Under root of 72, see, I'll just guess the correct option. 8 8 is 64, 9 9 is 81. So it would be between 8 and 9. Okay, the only option that is between 8 and 9 is option number 4. Do not do 72. R square is equals to 72. R should be equals to under root of 72. Okay, okay, so option number 4. Classic case of prism. Okay, R1, R2 from ray optics. Okay, this question is from ray optics. So R1 plus R2 is equals to A, or angle of prism. Angle of prism is given as 90. Okay, or sine R2. Sine R2 should be equals to 1 by mu, because grazing angle of incidence. Okay, now if I write out here, okay, mu, or sorry, sine 30 is equals to mu sine R1 from the first, from surface AB. Sine 30 is equals to mu sine R1. Fair and fine. What is R1? R1 is nothing but 90 minus R2. So sine 90 minus R2. And what is sine 90 minus R2? Cos 90. Sorry. Cos R2. Mu into cos R2. Fair and fine. The value of sine 30 is nothing but half. Half is equals to mu cos R2. Now if I see the diagram properly, if I see this sine R2, okay, sine R2 is given as, see, if this is the angle R2, okay, sine R2 means nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. So if I apply Pythagoras theorem, base would be mu square minus 1. Okay, so cos R2 is nothing but base mu square minus 1 divided by hypotenuse. Okay, this and this would get cancelled. So half is equals to under root of mu square minus 1. Squaring both side, 1 by 4 is equals to mu square minus 1, or mu square is equals to 5 by 4, or mu is equals to under root of 5 by 2. Okay, so correct option is option number A. Option number A. Okay, this question is from the chapter of gravitation. Gravitational constant of Earth is given by gravitational constant into mass of Earth divided by radius of Earth square. Okay, and new gravitational constant of a planet is equals to gravitational constant into mass of Earth divided by 10, and diameter is half. That means radius is also half. Okay, so out here, G by Gm by R square divided by new gravitational constant into Gm by 10 into R square. This 4 will go up. So Gm by R will get cancelled. So G by G new is equals to 1 divided by 4 by 10. 1 divided by, which is equals to 10 by 4. Okay, or yeah, 10 by 4, obviously. Okay, so out here, G new is equals to 4G by 10, and G is equals to 9.81. So 9.81 into 4 is nothing but 4, 8 4 is 32, 9 4 is 36, 39, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 39.24 divided by 10, 3.924. Option number 3. Okay, part A of the question paper has been finished. Okay, in part B, you are required to obtain 10 questions out of 15. 10 questions out of 15. Okay, the most effective way would be to read out all the question and cancel out 5 questions that you are not going to. Okay, in the beginning only. So cancel out 5 questions in the beginning. Cancel out 5 questions from the beginning. Okay, in the beginning. Whatever is the spelling of beginning, in the starting only. Okay, see, right now I'll just show you my logical conclusion of cancellation of the question, but I'll solve more than 10 questions, or I'll solve all the questions. Okay, but I'll show you how to cancel, or what is my thought process while cancelling those questions. Out here, your priority should be which of the chapters you are inconfident in. That means which of the question you are inconfident in. Okay, so suppose this one I could do, and do it within a short span of time. Okay, This one velocity time, I say I can do almost all the questions, but suppose some of you are confused about this. Okay, so I'll leave out question number 40. I want to do question number 40. Four more questions. Say this has larger calculation. Okay, or say I'm confused about B and A. Okay, or say parallel plate capacitors. Okay, so 1 2, and say I don't know about this question. Okay, for example, so 1 2 3 4, and one more question, suppose say, and then what should I do? I should attempt the remaining question. Okay, even if I know or if I don't know, the selection of these 5 questions that I'm not going to do is very important. Okay, that means you must be sure that you do not have the understanding of this question. That means you are not able to understand this question, or you are not able to go through the, or you do not have any intuition about what to do about this question. This question that you are about to leave should be selected in such a manner, and after that go through the question from starting. Now question number 36. This is from electromagnetic wave. Which of the property is not of an electromagnetic wave traveling in free space? So you have to find out the false option. Okay, the energy density in electric field is equal to energy density in magnetic field. Obviously energy are equally separated, correct. They travel with the speed of light. Speed of light is given as correct. They originate from charges moving with uniform speed. No. Static charges has only electric field. Moving charges with uniform speed has electric field and magnetic field. Accelerating charges has electric field, magnetic field, and electromagnetic radiation. So therefore no acceleration of charges, no electromagnetic radiation. So this is the wrong option, and they're transverse in nature, obviously. Okay, this is a simple question of kinematics. Okay, where VT graph is given. Out here the acceleration should be positive, and out here the acceleration should be negative. So I need two acceleration which are positive and negative. So only one graph goes from positive to negative. Okay, see, and out here acceleration is positive, and it is has a constant value because the slope is also constant. So out here this acceleration has a constant value of positive, this acceleration has a constant negative value. Okay, in this question, a metallic bar of Young's modulus, coefficient of linear thermal expansion. This question is from thermal expansion. So I need to find out the compressive force. So out here I do know that thermal stress is equals to coefficient of thermal expansion into delta T. Coefficient of thermal expansion is given as 10 to the power minus 5. Delta T is given as 0 to 100. So 100 minus 0, 100. So thermal stress is nothing but 10 to the power minus 3. Fair and fine. Okay. We know that stress by strain is equals to Young's modulus, or stress is equals to Young's modulus into strain, or stress is nothing but force by area, no, is equals to Young's modulus into strain, or force is equals to area, cross sectional area, into Young's modulus into strain. So out here force should be equals to, what is the area? Area is nothing but 10 to the power minus 3. So 10 to the power minus 3 into Young's modulus. What is the value of Young's modulus? 0.5 into 10 to the power 11. So 0.5 into 10 to the power 11. And what is the thermal strain? Thermal strain is nothing but 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So minus 3 minus 3 minus 6 plus 11. This is nothing but minus 5. So 10 to the power minus 5, or 10 to the power 5, not minus 5, 10 to the power 5. So 0.5 into 10 to the power 5 is nothing but 50 into 10 to the power 3. So correct option is option number A. The time period of a simple pendulum. Omega of a simple pendulum is given by under root of G by L. So time period is nothing but 2 pi by omega, which should be equals to 2 pi into under root of L by G. In the question, the mass of the bob of a simple pendulum is increased thrice. So time period does not depend upon mass. Okay, and its length is made half the original length. Okay, so out here for new time period, 2 pi is constant, the length is made half, and G will always remain constant. So if I divide them both, t nu by t nu by t, or new time period divided by t, under root L by 2g divided by 2 pi under root L by g. So if I divide them both, t new by old time period is equals to 1 by root 2. Okay. Now this 1 by root 2, or it can be written as t new is equals to 1 by root 2 times old time period. Now this 1 by root 2 is given as x by 2. So x by 2 is equals to 1 by root 2, or x is equals to 2 by root 2, or x is equals to root 2. Okay. So this question is from Wheatstone Bridge. So out here reverse base. This junction is, or this diode is connected in reverse base, no? So out here resistance would be infinity. This is forward base in parallel. So resistance of this entire thing would be 0. Okay. Out here forward base. That means resistance would be 5 ohm only. Out here also forward base resistance would be 5 ohm only. Okay. Now let's see. 10 divided by 15 is not equals to 10 divided by 5. 10 divided by 15, 10 divided by 0 not equals 10 divided by 15, 10 divided by 0. Acha, 10 divided by infinity out here. 10 divided by 0 not equal 10 divided by 15, 10 divided by 5 not equal. So none of the options are matching. So I'll leave this question for next round. Okay. Classic question of units and dimension. Force is equals to alpha t square plus beta t. So dimension of force should be equals to dimension of, or unit of, alpha into second square alpha t square. Dimension of time or units of time is nothing but second square. Okay. Plus beta into second. Sorry, not plus. We should be equals to beta into second. Why? Because whenever it is added or subtracted, the units of this one is equals to units of this one is equals to units of this one. So from this equation, I can say that alpha is equals to Newton per second square and beta is equals to Newton per second. Okay. And which of the following are dimensionless? Fair and fine. So alpha into beta, it will be Newton square, no? So automatically option number 2 and option number 3 will get cancelled. I'll check option number 1. Alpha into Newton, or Newton per second square into T divided by Newton per second. Obviously this will cut. See, out here second and second will cut, out here Newton per second and Newton. So option number 1 is correct. For better surety, I'll just check option number 4 also. Okay. Beta by alpha, or beta t by alpha. What is beta? Newton per second into second divided by Newton per second square. No, outer second will cut, a remaining value of second square would remain outer. So option number 4 is also not same. This is the concept of electromagnetic waves. Okay. But displacement current id is given by epsilon naught rate of change of electric flux. Now see, in this question electric flux is changing or not, it is not given. Okay. But see, if I is in the circuit, then the gap between the plates through a resistor is charged. That means it is beginning of charging or a stable thing. Okay. Suppose I'm saying it is a stable thing, okay, or alternating current, then the displacement current will be of the same magnitude, but it will be opposite that of I. Okay. Option number 2 is correct. That means okay. This question is from the chapter of magnetism. Okay. Magnetic moment, or a magnetic dipole of length of magnetic moment m and length l is cut into two equal halves. Okay. So the magnetic moment would be m by 2 and m by 2. Okay. Magnetic moments are vector quantities and they are joined, they are bent into shapes. So if this is bent into shape, that means, suppose if this is bent into this shape, that means if this is north pole, this should be south pole, and this would be north pole, and the angle between them two vectors is 60 degree. Okay. See, north pole, south pole, north pole, south pole. If this rod is bent in two categories, south pole would be out here, north pole would be out here. Now addition of two vectors in this direction is nothing but, so out here the magnetic moment is m by 2, magnetic moment is m by 2. So m by 2 whole square plus m by 2 whole square minus 2 m by 2 into m by 2 is nothing but m by 2 whole square cos 60 under root. This is the vector addition of these two vectors. Now cos 60 is 1 by 2. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. Okay, or it would be m by 2 whole square, or m by 2. It would be m by 2 whole square under root, but it would be m by 2. M by 2, option number 1. I don't know why he has given. This question is from the chapter of gravitation. Okay, we know that initial potential energy at the surface is equals to how much? Gm by r, and the final potential energy at 2r from the surface. 2r from the surface. That means 3r from the center. Okay, 2r from the surface means 3r from the center. The final potential energy would be 3r. Okay, the minimum energy. Minimum energy is initial minus final. Okay, so energy required would be gm by r minus gm by 3r. So 1 minus 1 by 3 is nothing but 2 by 3 gm by r. So 2 by 3, option number 1. I don't know how we did. 5 by 6. Okay, now two capacitor plate are brought close together and the battery is connected. When the battery is connected, what remains constant? The potential remains constant. Okay, so if the plates are brought together, epsilon naught A by D is decreasing, that means C is increasing. So the charge stored in it, we know that potential is equals to constant, or Q is equals to CV, or V is equals to Q by C. So capacitor is increasing, so the charge should also increase, for V to remain constant. So option number A should be correct. Option number B, the energy stored in it. Energy stored in a capacitor is given by half CV square, which is equals to half QV, which is equals to half Q square by C. Okay, now I'll use this formula to my convenience, because potential is equals to potential is constant out here. So C is increasing, so the energy will also increase. Option number B is incorrect. Not correct, is incorrect. Option number 3, the capacitance increases, obviously. Okay, if D decreases out here, C increases out here. The ratio of charge to its potential, remains the same. That means Q by V. Option number D is not that much correct. The ratio of charge to its potential. Charge by potential means what? Q by V, which is equals to C. So if you bring the plates together, the capacitance will increase, no? So the capacitance will increase. So D is incorrect. E, the product of charge and voltage increases. Product of charge and voltage is nothing but if you multiply product of charge and voltage by half, you'll get energy. Our energy obviously increases. So option number E is correct. So A, C and E. A, C and E. Option number 45. This is the classic question of thermodynamics. Okay. In this question, TV curve is given, and which of the following pressure, P1, P2 or P3 is greater? Okay. So I do know that PV is equals to nRT. nRT. So graph of VT and given. So V divided by T. V divided by T is equals to nR by P. Okay. Acha. In the y coordinate there is T. So I'll do T divided by V, not V divided by T. T divided by V is equals to P by nR. Okay. Now see. T divided by P is nothing but the slope, or analogy of slope. Okay, so greater is the slope, greater is the pressure. The maximum slope is of P1 and minimum slope is of P3. So out here P1 greater than P2 is greater than P3. I don't know how we did. Out here TV curve is given. So T divided by V is equals to P by NR. Chapter of current electricity. Okay, the first heater has power of 1 kilowatt and the second heater has a power of 2 kilowatt. Fair and fine. Are connected in series. So normally when 1 kilowatt and 2 kilowatt are connected in series, the resultant would be 1 by P equivalent is equals to 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, or 1 by P equivalent is equals to 3 by 2, or P would be equals to, or P in series would be 2 by 3. Now the ratio of power outputs in the second case. In the second case, it is connected in parallel. So for parallel connection, I am drawing the diagram, but in order for you to do it quickly, do not draw the diagram. Okay, for power of parallel is equals to 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. The ratio of power output. So P series divided by P parallel is equals to 2 by 3 divided by 3 is equals to 2 by 9. So correct option is option number A. 48 is from magnetism, but you can apply common sense also. Okay, a sheet means a plate is kept in on a horizontal surface in front of a strong magnetic pole. That means north pole, south pole. Okay, north pole, south pole, and a sheet is kept out here. A force is needed to hold the sheet if there is magnet. Obviously, if this is conducting, okay, if this is magnetic, this will obviously get attracted. So obviously this could be correct. Hold the sheet if it is not magnetic. If this was made of wood, do you need any force? No. So option number B is not there. Option number B is not there. Okay. C. Move the sheet away from the pole with uniform velocity if it is conducting. Obviously, current would be generated. Okay. Move the sheet away from the pole with uniform velocity if it is both non-conducting and non-polar. No, you do not need. If it is non-conducting and non-polar, non-polar means non-magnetic. Suppose you are moving a wood. Okay. You are moving a wood away from this pole. Does it affect? So only A and C. Option number 1. This is the concept of optical instruments. Okay, I mostly forgot the formula. The two focal lengths have to be added. Okay, that's far as I remember. So I'll skip this question. Okay, this is from the concept of alternating current, where V is equals to I into Z. Impedance of capacitor is equals to 1 by omega C. Omega is given as sorry, frequency is given as 50 hertz. So frequency is equals to omega by 2 pi, which is equals to 50 hertz. So omega is equals to 100 pi or 100 radians per second. Okay, the peak current. Okay, voltage is given by 220 volt or 210, sorry, not 220, 210. I into Z, 1 by omega. What's the value of omega? 100 pi, and the value of C is 10 microfarad. 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. So I is equals to 210 into 100 pi into 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 is equals to I. So 10 to 3, 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 4, 10 to the power minus 6, which should be equals to 10 to the power minus 4 into 21. 21 is divisible by 7, so I'll write pi as 22 by 7 is equals to I. So 7 3s are 21, or I is equals to 66 into 10 to the power minus 4 is equals to I. Now let's say 66. Then none of the question is matching. What do I do? Acha, the question is asking peak current. Peak current. So the values you have obtained out here is nothing but RMS current. So RMS current or R by or I peak by root 2 is nothing but IRMS. Okay. So I peak is equals to root 2 into this value. So root 2 is nothing but 1.41. So 66 into 10 to the power minus 4 or 0.66 by 10 or 66. Let's do it. 66 into 1.414 or 6 4s are 24, 6 4s are 24, 26 into 66, 4, 12, 1, 6 and 3, 9, 92.4. So 92.4 into 10 to the power minus 4, which should be equals to 0.924 into 10 to the power or 0.924 into 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 1 ampere. So the nearest option is 0.01. I have made some calculation error out here. Okay. Oh, the calculation error I made out here is C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 to the power 4 and 10 to the power minus 6 is not 10 to the power minus 4. It's 10 to the power minus 2. Okay. 10 to the power minus 6 plus 10 to the power 4. Okay. Out here minus 2. Minus 2. So our answer would be 0.924. 0.924 ampere. Okay. Option number A. So you do not need to recalculate, but you got the gist. Okay, if there was multiple option of 0.0, they need to recheck, but out here the option has given us advantage out here. Okay,